Bienvenidos and welcome a Cositas Mami Never Told Me, a podcast that dives deep into the Latin cultural norms that have long haunted the feminine genre. Montate and buckle up porque it's going to be a roller coaster ride. Nos fuimos.
Hi,
Hey,
Diana. So if we look tanner, it's because we were at the beach.
In our mind. Yo, it's cold outside.
In our minds.
39 degrees tonight.
That's
39.
Crazy.
39.
You know, every time it gets colder, I really reassess. And I don't know how I feel about this temperature.
Yo, every time it start getting dark at 4, I start like,
Sis.
what am I still doing here?
Sis.
In Connecticut. Now, mind you, I don't mind the seasons, but jeez.
Because I'll tell you the truth. When I lived in L.A. and the time changed, it still didn't get dark at 4:30. 4:15, 4:30, it was not dark.
Yeah, it
still somehow gets dark at 5:30, 5:25-ish. But that's a big difference.
Yo,
Getting dark at 4 something and then don't have a gray day. Because, bitch, then it is dark all day. And what we are infamous for in the Northeast, because I remember there was a winter in New York that I was feeling a little low. But I swear we had like 14 gray days. And I was like, well, you lived it too, because you was here and I was in New York. It was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I remember being like,
what is going on?
This can't be life.
Yeah.
Like, literally, this cannot be life.
And cold.
Gray.
So
can you imagine living in Alaska? I believe it's Alaska where there's an area in Alaska where it's 6 months day and 6 months night.
Damn.
I don't know. Do you think those people are normal?
I don't know, but I think they get like free healthcare or something. Oh. Or they get like $5,000 if you relocate there. There's some free stuff happening in Alaska. I wish I knew that you was going to ask me this question. I would have got a little bit more research.
Right?
But because my father once said, I want to go to Alaska. They're giving out $5,000. I said, what you going to do after you've spent $5,000?
But ready for this? P.S. Where you going to spend $5,000 in Alaska?
You don't need ice.
Where?
At the bar, probably.
There is not that much of anything.
There's nothing to do.
But you know what's funny? I watched a TV show. I forget what it was called. It might have been called Living in Alaska. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
But they really do like catch their food and in that area.
So all they eat is fish?
So all they eat, no, they catch like deer and bison and all the stuff, and then they like freeze the meat.
They don't catch cows?
I don't think cows live in Alaska. I mean, this is not a geography
I'm
class.
joking. I'm totally joking. But they don't have farms, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's Alaska, so they can't be
so
out.
So they eat a lot of fish.
Well, is there any like green? You know what?
Is there any greens?
We need to research
fruits and veggies.
No, I just mean like a farmer, like green.
No, I mean, I don't think you can.
Is it always frozen?
So they have summer, but it's not anywhere like here.
It's not thought out. It's probably like 39.
Yeah,
that's probably their summer.
I don't know.
39 degrees.
That's a very unique lifestyle. Not one that I'm interested in signing up for.
Me neither. I think you gotta have some thick skin to live in the dark for 6 months.
Ugh.
Nah.
I think you mentally have to be somewhere else.
Because the time change had me on.
We did
the
not.
time change had me all messed up to the point where I was coming home, cooking whatever. Then I sat down in the recliner.
And you were like, "Why do I have so much time left?"
Falling asleep at like 6:30.
That's a problem. Then
because
my whole I already can't get in touch with you after 7. So I hate because I get ideas, my best ideas, and Zion will be like, "Oh, so we talk about business?" Yes. I just got off a plane.
Nah, her ass be like,
I'm motivated. But
I
always
like
say,
9,
good morning, how are you?
9 through 12. That's like her best time.
Go get the world. So
and your
I
girl
was thinking.
Sleep. I'll be asleep.
I was thinking, what is this week's episode? But I will say about living in other places, having just come back from the Middle East. I think Dubai's in the Middle East. United Arab Emirates. It's hot.
It's hot over there?
And they live in the desert. All the time.
They had like a housewife type show out of Dubai.
Dubai Bling, which by the way,
no, not Dubai Bling. That's an amazing
love.
show. That's an amazing show.
I love.
And they're really rich, like for real rich.
Oh no,
They're not fake rich.
No. Everyone in Dubai
is rich. I'm sure.
Like rich to the point where, and I was having this conversation, and that's a whole nother episode. But when people are wearing, in my opinion, like Louis Vuitton jeans and like the basics, as in basic wear, and it's name brand, the mindset is like, oh, I need to go shopping. Let me just go to Louis Vuitton. It's like us being like, I need to go shopping. Let me go to H&M. Mm-hmm. But it's like very H&M. Natural. It's
their
like
H&M is Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Because I was like, the little girls are walking around in Carolina Herrera and like Gucci outfits. But this is not like fancy to go to dinner.
This is normal.
They're like running around. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, so this is just like everyone is opulent.
Are they adopting grown-ass women?
They're not. Because I was definitely looking for a prince.
Hello.
I was looking for a prince, and he wasn't looking for me. Oh. So I'm back home.
But I saw your video of jumping out of a plane. That was...
I
would never do that. I would never do that.
It was amazing. It was so freeing. It was so like...
But you know, the thing with like all the... That it looks like a...
The palm.
The palm.
The Jumeirah.
So all those people, those are like houses, right?
Rich.
People live on all. Rich.
Everyone has a beach view. It's insane. Okay, so a little history that I didn't know because I went down the rabbit hole. So Dubai always existed, the lands, right? And it was a very it was a port. It is a port. Mm-hmm. The sheikh, who is the overseer of that area of Dubai, which I'm not going to say his name because I will completely destroy his name.
Yeah.
Yes. He, entrepreneur in 1960, decided to develop the Jumeirah, I believe it's called Jumeirah, which is that palm. Mm-hmm. But there was nothing. They literally built this island. There was nothing there. It was not opulent. It was not glamorous. They built this palm, and they were like, build it and people will come. And literally that's what happened. So everything, it's like a really exaggerated Vegas. Mm-hmm. Like everything is.
I'm
big.
telling you, I've seen shows.
Yes.
With like, there's a few, and I forget the name of the show, but there's a few black women, there's a few white women. There's one from the UK.
I believe it's like Housewives of Dubai.
And they have like money, and it probably is.
I think
that.
it is.
They have. When I tell the cars that they drive,
oil
and stuff,
money is different
like,
money.
What is going on?
Yeah, it's different.
So,
oil money is like different money, and then the crazy part is that Dubai itself is 92% immigrants. Everyone who works there or is there is not from there. Okay. But check this out: if you're not from there, if you're not born in Dubai or the UAE, bitch, you don't get none of the benefits.
Oh,
none. So basically, they take care of you. You come, you get paid to work. They house you, all the things. But you don't get, like, your kids don't get to go to school there.
Oh.
Like, if you want your kids to go to school there, you got to pay.
Oh.
And you can't afford it with what you're making.
Not. Yeah.
So I learned all this with the taxi driver.
Oh.
Who was Indian. Because once I got into it, like you, it was like, oh, let me just talk to the driver, to the
if I want
driver,
information, just ask the local.
I was like, oh, so how long have you been here? Blah blah blah. He's from India, and your family's here. No, I said, oh, he's like, no, I can't afford to have my family here. So they're in India. They do get 45 days off a year, which is amazing, and but you can't afford to have your family there because if you're not born of Emirati descent, you basically don't get any of the benefits. Wow. But ready for this? If you are from Emirati descent.
Talk about the benefits.
Girl. Ready for this? So let's say I'm Emirati and I meet a man and he's Emirati. We get married. To start our lives together, you are given a home. You are given a certain amount in gold. Yes, you are given a certain amount.
Can you marry into Emirati?
No.
Damn.
No. So, because
So it's a very exclusive.
You know me. I said, so, how can I find my prince? And the Indian man kindly laughed and said,
Sorry.
no,
You're not popping off.
it doesn't work like that here. It's not popping off. So it's essentially, I was like, what? But you know what? There is something to be said about the fact that they take care of their people. Check this out. You're only limited to be there 70 years. So after you come, you work, whatever, you got to go.
Oh.
Everybody has a job. If you do not have a job, you got to go.
Oh.
Yes. I was like, so what if you can't find a job? No, there's an office where you go and they will give you a job. If you are not working, you got to go.
Yeah.
I said, really?
So there's no homeless? There's
no homelessness. There's no crime. There's first of all, you commit a crime.
It's a right.
You losing your hands, your feet, your toes, your nose, like all very
your
slowly.
family.
Period. So one of the other drivers was telling us a story how I guess there's this YouTuber who left like a Bugatti watch and a Rolex and his phone out on purpose, and then they filmed it for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was there when he came back.
Wow.
Because it was like it's culturally people just know.
Yeah, not to steal.
Not to steal,
But they don't have a reason to because everybody has a job.
This is what I'm saying. Everybody's
Everybody got
working.
money.
Everyone, and it was such a like. I did come back inspired. I came back fired up. I came back so excited for the future. But I was like, there's something to be said about a place that has serious rules. It's like rules, repercussions. Because I was like, what about disability? If you're disabled, you gotta go.
Oh.
Like literally, unless you are from the UAE, like Emirati,
Yeah.
you have to be willing and able to work.
Oh.
And you have to have a job. If you do not, you gotta go. You get a 70-year cap. After 70 years, you gotta go. It's crazy. But in a sense,
but I guess it works.
But in a sense, is it crazy?
Right. It's working for them.
And you keep your culture going, I guess, because you really encourage like
reproduction
of people in the same community. It's also very westernized in the sense of like there's Barry's Boot Camp, there's Shake Shack, there's Raising Cane. They have everything. But they've also now you can find a Christian church, you can find a Buddhist temple. The religion of the country is Muslim. But it was such an amazing experience. And it actually was like, I've always believed, and I say this respectfully as a Christian, there's something to be said about the discipline within the Muslim religion. Like, I believe that out of all the religions, they are, regardless of who the person is, okay, like whatever, the discipline behind, especially Ramadan, and the discipline behind, when they pray, how they pray, it's like really beautiful, the amount of discipline that they have. So it was nice. It was a great trip. I jumped out of a plane.
I saw that Tiger, whatever his name is, got married.
Oh, we were at the wedding.
Oh, that's where you went?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So,
okay. I thought you were there for somebody's birthday.
I was there for Aaron's birthday, but you got me forgetting the man's name. Not Tiger. Tigger. Oh, my God.
What, his real name?
No.
Isn't it Tiger?
No, his name is not Tiger, but I don't remember his name. That's crazy. Nonetheless, I went for Aaron's birthday. But, of course, typical Aaron, she don't watch the podcast, but whatever. She was like, oh, no, I'm going to the wedding. So I planned my birthday around. What the hell is homie's name?
I don't know. Tiger.
From BT.
Tiger.
No, his name is not Tiger.
Something. Wait.
Roxy and...
This brain.
Anywho,
this brain.
The
Isn't it Lawrence or something like that?
No, the lead up to
Terrence.
the wedding. Terrence J.
Terrence J.
Oh my God, who's actually a really nice guy, very sweet. But the lead up to the wedding, the events were insane. So no, I didn't officially, for the record, FYI, I didn't get invited to his wedding. I got invited to his wedding by him 2 days before the wedding because I was already there with Aaron. So I think he assumed we was going to the wedding, and I was like, oh wait, no, we're not gonna crash your wedding. He's like, no, y'all could go, like it was some party. I'm like, no, I'm not going to your wedding, but I'll go to all the other events leading up to the wedding.
Right.
So that was fun. But yeah, they had like a dinner in the desert, gorgeous. They had a white party that we did go to. Then the wedding looked amazing, but I was like, I don't know her.
Right.
And I know him like in business, and I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, no, you should go. I'm like, no, that's okay.
Right.
So we didn't go to that, but I jumped out of a plane. I went ATVing. I did sandboarding, which was really fun. We went. It was a great time. We had a really good time.
Good.
I don't know how we got there, but
I asked you, how was your Dubai trip?
how was my Dubai trip?
That's how we got there.
It was really great. I really left inspired and motivated for the future, so that's good.
Good.
But like, it's so funny because I've been around a lot of money for a long time, like in the industry, but seeing people normalize wealth was a new experience for me. Like real wealth.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, this little girl has like a Carolina Herrera dress on to like run around the pool. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
So that was different.
Yeah.
How was your week? I know
I didn't go to Dubai.
all your people are overseas.
No, I was working and just home getting ready to wrap my head around Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a big one for
is
you.
In a couple weeks. And yeah, just regular.
Are you having Thanksgiving at your house?
Always.
Oh, right. It always
It's
is,
always
right?
at my house, yeah.
Do people bring stuff?
Yeah, everybody brings everybody's favorite, right? So for me,
Like their favorite meal.
so everybody has a favorite thing. Like, so my sister's known for her potato salad. My mom is known for her rice and her mollejas.
Oh, so then
So they
they'll
want
bring
me to
that
do the turkey.
plate.
Yeah, they want me to do the turkey. They want me to do the brownies and the cookies.
Yeah, I'm coming by this year.
And then, okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
And
Great.
so,
Me-
yeah.
Me
So,
and Sophie, who's in the studio, shout out. I'm not going to shout her out too much because then she's going to get distracted.
yeah. So, yeah, just, enjoying life and enjoying my job. I've been there a year now for
I feel like that flew
November
by.
11th. Yeah, it really did. Like, I was telling people at work, like, yo, I can't use I'm new anymore.
No.
It's a wrap. So, yeah, it's just been chilling and nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we were supposed to go to Jamaica, but I'm glad we didn't. Like, Rachel got hurt because something with her knee, and she had surgery.
Wait, when were you supposed to go?
Around the same time that the hurricane hit. We were thinking about buying
Thank
flights.
God.
Yeah. And we were already, because we were thinking ahead, right? So we're always planning for like 2 or 3 months ahead of time. And we were talking about it on the heels of my son's graduation. And so it would have been around the same time.
In Jamaica, just like for no reason. Just to go somewhere.
Well, she hasn't been there. I haven't been there.
Oh,
So.
you've never been?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I love that.
No, I've been to St. Croix, and I've been to a lot of Caribbean.
The tropics, yeah.
But
I've
not,
never been to St.
not
Croix.
Jamaica.
We used to go to Jamaica often with Phil. I have never taken Sophie, but I like it there.
Yeah.
Where would we go? Negril. And
someone said Turks and Caicos, and I was like, I don't got Turks and Caicos money.
so P.S.
First of all,
I've been to Turks and Caicos. I wanted to go over Christmas. It is probably the most beautiful beach I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I was recently told it's gotten a little dangerous.
Well, I heard that it's very expensive too.
Oh, it's really expensive
Because of
for
all
no
the-
reason.
Because of all the rappers and
Yes,
celebrities that
for
have
no
gone
reason.
and made it all skyrocket. So.
But talk about
But yeah.
white sands
yeah.
and clear water. Absolutely.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then they freaked me out. I was like,
That's out of my bracket, so I will continue to go to
Puerto
Rico. And so, yeah, what's our topic today?
Our topic today is the power of saying no.
Well, actually, you were supposed to say something else, though.
The story?
Yeah.
Am I going to tell the
You
story?
want to?
Yeah, sure. So, there's this little story that I was sharing with Diana, and I don't know why she wants me to share it on camera, but I'm going to share it on camera anyway.
What she started to. And I was like...
So, I had a neighbor in LA, and I came to find out a few weeks ago that she was found dead in her home after 8 months.
Mm.
The crazy part is that this woman was, the only reason I knew her is because I'm a social butterfly.
Right.
And in LA, it's a little different. And it's a little different than my experience living back here now. Maybe it's because the houses are much closer.
Right.
But we knew all of our neighbors. We knew the neighbors the left, the right, the front, whatever. Also, Phil was like the
I was
little
about to
mayor.
say, he's like the
Yeah,
mayor,
like,
and
he's
wherever
like
he
the
goes,
mayor.
he was the mayor of the building in Harlem.
Exactly, in Harlem too. So you're right.
I was about to say.
So we knew her, but she was definitely not like social. She was like the
Was she just like cracking through the like
yes,
blinds type?
she was that
All
that
right.
woman. Come to find out, she had been found dead in her home after 8 months. I think her daughter put out a, what did you tell me it was called?
Wellness
Check. And then I guess the smell
Mm.
and that her cat and her dog started eating her.
Mm.
And
Out of survival.
I was like, holy shit. But then Diana brought up a good point. Like, how sad of an existence is that?
Right.
Where your daughter put out a wellness check after 8 months? And I believe she lives in LA.
Her daughter
Is the award
when
for the
she
most horrible
goes
daughter.
to the judgment.
So the funny thing is that the reason I know her is because when I first moved to LA, I was really down in the dumps. And Phil, in conversations with her, found out that she was a psychologist
Or psychologist?
One of the two.
Okay.
Right. And he was like, Rosie, I know we don't know anybody here, blah, 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 blah. So you know me. I'm thinking, okay, cool. I ran into her. She was walking to her car or whatever. And I had a mini conversation where she was like, sure, bitch. 3 minutes into our conversation, I was like, who needs the therapy here? Me
Oh, shit.
or her?
Mm.
And in that conversation, she mentions a tumultuous relationship with her daughter.
Oh.
So it's funny that you're like, oh, the daughter of the year. Who knows what it was there? She was a little tapped, for sure.
Yeah.
But no one deserves to die like that.
I know.
No one deserves to go out like that.
Damn.
And as I told Jamar, who was the one who told me, even though Jamar does it, he lives like around the corner. I was like, nobody noticed that her car wasn't moving.
Right.
Like, she didn't socialize with anyone, but she came in and out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody, like, was paying. I feel like if we would have lived there,
Yeah, I would have probably found
I would have
her
been like,
before.
it's weird that.
And she was your neighbor, so I would have smelled it.
Oh. And we had a wall in the back, and this, isn't it weird that it's the first thing I thought about? I feel like we would have, because she had a tendency to leave her back door open. And you could tell, like, when she
was gonna go to
come
sleep or
in and
whatever.
out,
Yeah.
whatever. And I thought of little things like that kind of made me a little sad. But
Oh.
anyway,
Well, rest in peace to the lady in the
yeah, I
over
won't
there.
share her name, but
To the lady that was, damn, her daughter's a whore.
I mean, that's a little like
That's a little
like
excessive.
regardless of what the situation
I mean, she
is.
should at least checked in on her mother.
Yeah,
I mean, you know?
like after 8 months,
That's crazy.
I feel like that's bad. But then again, no judgment. Who knows what people's relationships are like with their family, their parents.
Listen, if you got one mother,
Period.
and sometimes, as
mine
we've
is tough.
shared, they're tough, but you only get one. And sometimes you don't get one. Sometimes, you're adopted and you get a bonus one, but you only get one. So if you got one and you have an okay relationship, or if you got one and you don't have a relationship, mend that. Because it's like,
Yeah, or even if it's not about their relationship, like check in, make sure the person is still alive
and they're okay. And they
and,
got
like,
groceries.
something. Because that's
sad.
yeah, that's weird. Maybe she was living in what the topic is today, her no. Her power of saying no. So today's topic is the power of saying no. It's a magical little 2-letter word that's so strong and yet so hard. I feel like I'm living in that space.
But being on a unapologetically, how do you say the word?
Unapologetically choosing yourself. So the thought about this conversation is the power of saying no, as in your professional career, your space as a woman, your space as a mother, your space as a friend, and I think we of course we've touched upon this kind of sort of in the past, but
Yep.
isn't it funny how such a small word can be so weighing and taxing and difficult?
And it brings so many emotions, and sometimes makes people pissed off. It may make other people happy, but to be in that space, I'm also in that space. So the things that I'll be sharing today, as you listen to both of us, are things that I've gone through and things that I've learned. We always say that we're not psychologists, psychiatrists. We're none of that. We're not doctors. We're not experts. We share what we've gone through, and I feel that you may learn a few things, and you might be like, "Yup," you're gonna be that. Like, there's so many listeners that say, "Oh my God, I was over there going yup, 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 yup."
Because it's like when we were preparing for this topic, I was like, damn, how many times? Well, it's bringing up history because I genuinely feel like I'm not in that space anymore. But it took a lot of work to get there, because it's like I remember so many times of saying yes, but inside I was like screaming, no, this doesn't feel right. This isn't, or simply like, this isn't what I want to be doing. Like, or this isn't the energy I want to engage in.
Yep.
But because you are what Diana said, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. You're thinking of other people. And ironically, it's funny that we mentioned mothers, because sometimes it was things that I had to engage with my mom, where it's like, if I say no, it's like overthought, or it's like disrespectful, or it's not the
Or you don't love them.
right. So the foundation of the no isn't seen as like potentially me protecting my peace. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, tú eres una malcriada.
Girl. Well, to me, the unapologetically being you is like just letting go of the need of approval and always showing up as yourself. Like spicy, flaws, everything. Just showing up as you. Don't apologize for who you are, what you are, or how you move. You don't have to do that, especially if you're an adult person. Like,
Yeah.
I hear so many people always talking about, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? For what? What are you sorry for? Because somebody bumped into you? Because somebody got in your
You know
way?
what's funny? I catch myself not saying sorry anymore on purpose. Where you're like, you're about to, and I'm like, no, I didn't do nothing.
Like, screw that. Like, why? Like, I think that as Latinas, my mom taught me how to be polite, but she didn't teach me how to guard my peace. You know what I'm saying? So it was always trying to make sure everybody else around me was feeling okay. Whereas now I am like diabolical, savage, like I don't care. Like,
Well,
I've always had a minimal filter, right? Because when I tell people that the filter's totally off now, they're like, wait a minute, you never had one.
yeah. I'm like,
I was like,
I've
oh, no, I
known you
did.
since you were 17, 16, 17.
I was like, oh no, I did have one. Before I would at least be like, okay, I would think about it. Whereas now, and I think it has a lot to do with, you know, getting older, right? But I wish that I had the knowledge that I had now when I was younger in my career. Right? Because in the role that I'm in is always background, is always trying to make sure. But it was always, especially earlier in my career, I would be like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to make waves. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't push back. Right? And I wasn't myself at work. You know, whereas when I made this move, I was just like, I'm going to be myself. And whoever don't like it, oh, well. And they love it.
You're like, and they seem to love me.
I mean, you can't be ashamed of your past. You got to make sure that, you know, because it's always different at work, right? You can be authentic and all that stuff, right? But if, like, I've said it in the past on the show, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons person and you go and dress up and you do stuff, you can't go do that at work. Or let's take it a step further. If you do bumps and cocaine, you can't be your authentic self with cocaine at work.
Oh, wow.
Oh, don't say, wow.
I just need
we
to
know. I'm sure.
What are bumps?
People, exactly. Bumps are when you hit it, like when you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I actually saw sidebar. I saw.
I genuinely was like, bitch, what did I just learn?
I saw this Hector Lavoe in concert. They had this video of him, and he was like real low, right? And then he turned around and he went toward the drummer,
And he went and
he
got
hit
high?
himself, and then he started like it's like he woke up. I was just like, and then they put in the front, in the top, he just got a bump.
No.
I was just like, damn. But I mean,
It was what it
a
was.
lot of those guys that were the early salsa, not all of them, but a couple of them, they sang a lot better when they were on it.
Well,
but
yeah,
there's a lot
if
of
that's
people
what you're
on
into,
that.
yeah, don't do that at work. You can hear that here.
Right. I mean, yeah. But that's what that was excessive and exaggerated. But I just think like if you're a Latina, if you have, like you've said in the past, wearing your hoops, wearing your red lip, making sure that you're wearing your curls and not straightening your hair just because you got to go into a meeting or whatever. Like, nah, be yourself. That's what ain't nobody else like you. Damn, I just keep hitting my.
I think it's there's this disconnect or this immediate mindset of when you say no, it being an attitude or you're upset or why are you so aggressive? And it's funny because I think at the beginning of the episode, I wanted to ask you, do you think it is easier for men to say no?
Yeah.
That's an easy answer. Yes.
Especially in Latin homes.
Oh,
Because
yes.
they're put on a pedestal. So what do you want to eat? You know, there is no is easy. Do you want
Right.
pork chops? No. And no one ever asked me what I wanted to eat. I was preparing the pork chops.
No one ever asks you how you're doing.
no one ever said, you look amazing. They always said, like I've said in the past, nena, tú estás flaca, which means, girl,
Right.
you're skinny.
Right.
Or, nena, tú estás gorda, girl, you're gaining some weight. Never was, you look great.
Right.
Never.
I feel like, one, I was like, damn, I wonder if men even have to deal with like feeling, and they don't, because it's this automatic stereotype or this automatic weight that is put on a woman when she's respectfully, again, setting her boundaries. It is a space where you are like defining your limits and you're just simply being like, no.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give you an example. I went to Dubai, and as I'm healing, which I'm probably going to be healing to the day I die, it's an amazing experience. My therapist was like, I want you to take this trip, and I want you to continue to practice selfishly loving yourself, right? And she was like, you know, if you want to get a cappuccino, get a cappuccino. If you want to sit by the pool, sit by the pool. If you want to lay in bed, lay in bed. So we went to Terrence's white party, right? We're all dressed in white, whatever. And after an hour, I was ready to go. And I found myself, and I was like, shit, but I don't want to be, like, internally, for all of, like, 40 seconds, it was like, I don't want to be the party pooper. Oh, we came together in an Uber, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to head out in, like, 5 minutes. Cool. Because I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Like, it was a cool time, whatever. But it was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. And it was that simple.
Yep.
And I don't need to have a justification behind it. And no, I'm not upset. No, I'm not bored. No, I'm not anything. I just don't want to be here anymore.
Yep.
And in that moment, mind you, I'm in another country. I got to call an Uber. It's 30 minutes away from the hotel. It's not anything that's an easy exchange. But in the moment, I was like, you know what, Rosie?
I'm out.
You don't owe anybody shit. You don't owe anybody an explanation. I'm cool. I came. I had my fit. I took a picture. I said hello. I'm ready to go. And what is also beautiful is being with a group of friends who were like, okay, cool, like,
Oh
go.
my God, that's
Let
the
me know when
best.
you get to the place, like, whatever. It wasn't like, oh, why you leave? It's just such a nice, and I don't know if it has to do with age or who I was with, because everyone is very independent in this particular group of
I was
girlfriends.
just about to say that. Because when a person is secure,
Yeah,
they don't need, because I know you've seen this
Yeah.
when there's groups of women and they need each other. Like they can't function unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's okay. Like that. I've actually had conversations with all of my girlfriends, and I'm like, And in the past, when we were younger, we would say, hey, if we're leaving, then I'm leaving with you. I just want to make sure you getting home or whatever, you know. But if you want to leave with a guy, then you have to make sure that we have some type of communication. So like that, we're good. But we've always, like me and Nat, Mel, you and I have that understanding. If you want to leave, leave. And you know what? I may leave with you.
Period.
We came together.
Period.
I'm rocking
the funny
with you.
thing is, Aaron and the girls were like, girl, we left like 15 minutes after you.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was
they probably like,
they
she
was
had the right idea.
And she was like, and guess what? I really was ready to go when you left. And I was like,
you set it off.
Sis, I was like, I'm tired. And I came. I mean, it's also like, I love a good time. I love good music. But it's like, you know what? I'm 45. I'm good.
Yeah.
My prince Habibi.
My prince ain't here, and I heard I can't
is
marry
not
him.
here. Okay, my Habibi
I can't live in the Emirates.
Exactly. He ain't here, and this is a bunch of people from New York. I'm good, and I knew half of them, and I was cool with not knowing the other half. So I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I was so like baby pat on my back, like,
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Stay. Don't worry about me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling when you remember when we were in Puerto Rico after Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And you guys wanted to continue.
Oh yeah,
and I was
we did. We went to eat. Diana was like, "Nah, I'm going." I was like, "Okay, cool."
And they was like, "All right, bye."
Have a good time. Let me know when you get there. I checked
But
on her. Mind you, I was on a gummy. So, for that, whatever reason, it hit as I was walking to the vehicle out of the concert. I was like, "Why is this hitting me now?" So then I remember even seeing you when you were leaving, I was like, that was Diana, right? It was, anyway, that's a whole sidebar, but I was like.
That was a good gummy.
I was like, how am I? No, but P.S., the whole show, nothing. And I took it before. And then as I'm leaving, I said, I don't know if it was the air or something that I was like, oh, like what is
I don't know. It was just different in there too, though.
It was.
That was amazing.
It was.
Sorry.
I think it was too heavy for me to be high.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just taking everything in. But I think that as Latinas, we are raised to be humble to a fault, right? But that's interesting you say that, boundaries, because to me, boundaries aren't rude. It's not being rude. That's a form of action, right? When you're setting a boundary, there's respect in action.
Yeah.
Like you're telling them, this is my boundary. And if you don't respect that, then I know where you at.
But why do you think it's seen as such a negative thing? Like, why do you think it's seen as like a attitude? Like, it's like I wrote here, I'm like, it's like immediately you're called difficult, or it has such a negative connotation to it. Especially if you're someone who has always been a yes person.
Right.
And whatever, privately, publicly, you're growing, you're working on yourself, you're setting these boundaries or whatever. And now the experience that people have of you is someone who's starting to say no.
Yeah.
You know?
And they start seeing you as being confrontational or
Yes.
assertive.
Like, why is it seen
well, you know what?
as like
be
difficult?
assertive.
Yeah.
And if it's too much, be too much.
Let it go.
Be too much. Oh, well, sorry you can't keep up.
Deuces, peace on earth.
Sorry you can't keep up. Oh, my God. Growing up, oh, my God, Diana, she's just so loud. Like, she's just too much. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Because guess what? You can be loud with me. Let's have a good time. You know, let's match energies.
Right.
Like when we go out and like when it's you, me, Freddie, and Eddie, do we give a damn?
Not one.
It could be a song and it
Not
could just
half
be
a one.
us four dancing. And we
Not
don't.
half a one.
Listen, we were on Pratt Street in Hartford.
Period.
DJ, my boy, oh my God. I forgot his name.
Oh
Jason.
my God. Lyric.
Lyric, Jason. So he's DJing. Amazing music. Everybody standing around.
For what?
We start dancing. We get that lit.
Everybody
start dancing after us because of our energy. You know? So I say just be you. Like I said at the beginning, be assertive, be too much, be all that. And if like confidence is quiet, right? There's always somebody in the room that's always like intimidated, and you can tell when they're intimidated because they're being like arrogantly loud. Right? And you could tell when somebody's being confident versus being arrogant. right? You got to let that happen because that takes more energy to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
It takes more energy to be fake. It takes more energy, and people automatically see through that. That's what I'm saying. Like if you real and you your authentic self, people pick that up. That energy is automatically picked up.
It's funny that you say that because I've always said the loudest person in the room doesn't get the most attention.
Exactly.
It's actually a lot of the times you're like, and it depends obviously who's in the room. But it's like, to me, I'm like, corn ball.
Oh my God.
And that's not even with age. That's like my whole life. Like, you corny.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Or taking out stacks of money to pay, or dropping a Magnum condom so that you can see that you have a Magnum condom on.
Do people do that?
Yeah, at the grocery store, it happened to me a few times. Where I'm
sorry. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Not it happened to you a few times.
A few times, yes.
This same scenario.
No, well, at the grocery store once, at a gas station another time.
With this condom.
Yeah, where the guy drops the condom and he's like, oh, excuse me.
A Magnum.
And he goes to pick it up, and it's a Magnum.
That's like a guy with a loud ass car. Like, relax. What are you replacing?
Or when they take out a wad of money. I hated that. It's just like, and then you attract gold diggers, and then you get mad because the girl is a gold digger. But you took out the money to attract her. Like, talk to me now.
Yeah.
You took out $1,700 out of your pocket to pay for a $4 meal. Let's hello.
McDonald's.
Hello. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know. Be authentic in every room. That's all I'm saying.
I also feel like, as we were preparing for this episode, it's like the power of saying no. Yeah. I was going to say the power of saying no. Yes. Right. Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I do also think that there's these, the saying FOMO was created a few years ago. Mm-hmm. But it's like there are these pressures to feel like you have to do it all. Like you have to attend every event, especially like now with the holidays. Ironically, it's crazy, right? Because with the holidays coming up, I have two friends who I won't say their names, but shout out, who are not attending family events.
Oh, God.
Because of the toxicity and the dysfunction. So
That's
they're
respect.
saying no.
Respect. That's boundaries.
They're saying no.
Mm-hmm.
Like one, her husband and the kids are going still, and she's like, I'm not going. And the other one.
That would piss me off if my husband still was going.
So funny thing is, that's what our exchange was, where she's like, she's in a difficult position because he's very much like having conversations with his parents isn't going to change anything. And he's very much like, just let them be. And she's like,
no,
being silent is part of the problem.
Right.
So she's conflicted. And that's so crazy that you pointed that out, because she's like, he's still going with the kids. And I really don't know how to feel about that. And of course, I'm not going to rock the boat or whatever. But in my head, I'm like, my husband? Yeah, you're not. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, we are a united front. Or guess what?
I mean, she'll have a day off.
Now, I told her, I was like, come to my house. But I said, now you creating problems in your marriage.
Right.
Now, especially she comes from a very dysfunctional, toxic, her mother, her family issues. So this is his family. And she has decided not to go. And then my other girlfriend.
She's protecting her peace.
This is her second, third year where she's like, no, I will not go to my mother's house on Thanksgiving. And then she has to deal with the you're not going to eat anything? Well, what are you going to do? You're just going to be home. You're not going to be
thankful.
You don't have anything to be thankful for? And it's like, yeah.
I'm thankful
for my peace.
I'm thankful every day of the year. I don't need no turkey to let me know I'm thankful.
Period. And it's like, but why is this feeling of like you have to do it all? You have to attend it all. And it's like, it made me think of like guilt versus growth. It's like a lot of times we sit in guilt and guilt and guilt, and you're never going to grow.
Ever.
Like how do you grow if you find yourself in situations where I have found myself in situations like that, especially in a relationship, or a situation where you're like, the guilt keeps you there. But when you have that intimate conversation with yourself, you're like, this doesn't feel good.
Right. And it all goes back to that.
Like, how does this feel for me? This
Right.
doesn't feel good.
Because the pretending is exhausting.
That shit'll fucking give you diarrhea.
It is it'll make you sick. It'll give you
Period.
anxiety.
Real talk.
It'll make you crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Because everything go to my gut.
Me too. I literally was
Girl.
about to be like,
Everything.
I'm gonna tell you, for me, it's gonna make me shit.
Listen.
Okay.
For me, it's gonna be a cleanse. Okay.
If I feel anxious, if I don't feel good, literally that whole saying, like, your gut, my gut will tell me.
Yeah, pretending is exhausting and it keeps you small. You know, and you're always like, well, it's the same thing. Like this apology, like dimming your light,
And it's like, are you saying?
and being judged for shining.
Yes. Right?
And
And
why
are
they
you
mad?
saying?
Why his parents mad? Why his parents mad? Because she's like,
No,
what?
because they're
she
toxic.
confident?
They're yes.
Because she confident.
Because she doesn't let shit slide.
Because they mad because he married her anyway and had kids.
And the kids are grown, but more importantly, because she has confronted the situation. It's this old school Italian mindset, and it's not. She's like, it's not okay to speak to people the way they think they can speak to people.
Yeah.
It's not okay to call people all kinds of names and then just think you can come over for dinner and be thankful. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like so many times, like if you ask yourself, am I doing this out of love or am I doing this out of obligation?
Right.
You know, like.
Well, kudos to her for protecting her peace.
Absolutely.
Because you know what? The right spaces will embrace you.
Absolutely.
The right spaces
So
with the right energy.
it's like I was like, you can come to my. And to be completely transparent with you, like this whole Thanksgiving thing, and like I always get around the holidays, like on Christmas Day I leave to the beach, especially now with Sophie. Like I just feel like there's so much pressure around the holidays that it loses its sense of love and value and like what it should be about. And beautiful, like Diana's family gets together every Wednesday anyway. You guys have this consistent family night, which I think is amazing. And it's like Thanksgiving, regardless of the reasoning behind it, which we all know is pillaging and rape.
I was about to say, I have some friends that are like, I ain't celebrating
that. Yeah, 100%. Like
Day.
to me, it's like Thanksgiving, respectfully, that has nothing to do with the disgustingness that happened in this country, but giving you a date and an opportunity to get together with family.
Right.
But
Right.
it's like, what's the point in getting together to present a false environment?
Right.
You know, and we
Right.
had this
So
whole
she just feels
conversation.
bad, so she just, why not?
We
Don't-
had this
don't
whole
go.
conversation with Noelle and with Becky with the
Yep.
gray hair about just saying no.
Yep.
Don't go to the holiday party.
Yep.
You know, if it doesn't feel good, say no. Don't go.
Because authenticity and your authentic self and your authentic energy attracts aligned people. So when people are not aligned, when people are not good, when people are off kilter, you become a threat to them, and that's why they start acting crazy because they don't know. They're like, oh my God, this person has this energy. Oh my God, this, and then people become jealous. There's so many different things, right? Like me growing up, and even to this day, and I don't even go nowhere. Oh my God, people say, people are always trying to be around you. People really like you. Oh my God, why you mad? Why you mad? Because it sounds like hate.
I'm sorry.
Do you think I'm telling people and going out and telling people to come around me?
Because it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, people know that I'm authentic. People know that I can hold a conversation. People know that I like to have a good time, and I consider myself to be a little funny. So they want to be around me, and I know who I want to be around too. So if I'm around somebody, if I'm sharing space with somebody, if I'm telling people to come to my house and I go to their house, then I like them. You know what I'm saying? If I haven't told you to come to my house, then maybe that's something you got to think about. But there's something to be said about protecting your energy.
No.
You got to protect your energy. And like your friend, you don't owe everyone access to you.
And by the way, you don't owe everyone access to you, right? But you also really, in maybe this is just where I am, you don't owe everyone a sit-down conversation as to why you've gotten here.
No
you
is
get what I'm
enough.
saying?
Because no is a sentence. And no is the same in Spanish and in English.
And in so many languages, actually. It's a no.
It's no. But no.
It's like this need to go. It's for me. It's literally just become I won't engage.
Right.
Like I just literally will not engage very respectfully, and
Ooh, and that kills people.
so I've been very
When you walk away,
transparent.
when you walk away from what drains you.
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
I've been very transparent about who I love. I love my mother to death. Diana knows her. Y'all know her. But there is a generational and cultural disconnect because I just will not engage. Like when I see that her energy is not in the right place, I will not engage.
Yeah.
Or when I see, oh wait, this is going a little left, and not, I just will not engage. And it's she's gotten a little better, but it definitely is received like disrespect and like tú eres una malcriada, all the things, and it's like I say this to say, even the closest people to you cannot expect them, one, to respect or understand your journey. Two, you regardless, obviously I've been transparent in what I've been dealing with in the passing of my husband or whatever, but it's like there was 10 years before this where he was very sick, and nobody knows what I've been dealing with in that time. You know what I'm saying? Or the amount of times I've been in the hospital by myself. But I say that to say nobody knows that in this period now of therapy and prayer and healing, what has come to surface about those 10 years that I'm dealing with.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same way everyone is dealing with their things. So it's like I just continue to tell my mom even before this trip, and I'm using my mom as an example, but it's like anybody, it's like, what I need from you is support.
Right.
What I can provide you is support. But what I can't do is listen to you complain about the same decisions that you make every single day.
Right.
I can't provide support for that because there's no space to support. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's just like, I'm not your therapist.
Right.
I can't. It also gets exhausting to find yourself in a space where you're just like, but you're not doing anything about it. Right. So do you enjoy being in this space? Yeah. And that's where the boundaries come in. And that's where the no comes in.
Some people thrive in toxicity, though. Some people love toxic. And some people thrive in toxic.
And guess what? Sometimes these people are the closest ones to you.
Absolutely. But that's why you got to protect your energy, because they will drain your energy like leeches. And walking away from everything that drains you is not disrespect. Is not. You have to protect it, because not just like I said, you don't owe everyone access to you. Act like you a superstar. Act like you Cardi. Act like you whoever, and be like, no, I can't. If you gotta make something up, you doing something. You getting your braids done. Even if you show up the next day without braids, girl, I had a headache, I couldn't do my braids. You getting your nails done, whatever. Just protect your energy. Just protect it. Protect your peace.
How do you say no unapologetically?
No.
No.
Because another thing is that not everybody deserves your softness or your heart. Everyone that doesn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that should put in buckets.
Unpack that. Yeah.
You should put people in buckets, right? Your everyday people at work or whatever. You know, there's not really an emotional attachment. You know, you do get emotion. You do get friendly with more, you know, with certain people, whatever, right? But then you have your everyday at home folk. Husband, children, whatever. Then you have your mom, your sisters. They're not always there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so you always have to protect your energy in a sense that if you know that you're going to be in this space and there's toxicity there and you don't want to be there, like your friend, I'm not coming. Especially if there's an issue that hasn't been dealt with and you're trying to deal with it and they're not trying to deal with it. Well, guess what? I'm not about to be at your house to be fake.
Yeah.
And make everybody think that we good, because we not. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. And how, for me, and I think we've both been transparent, for me, it's taken time.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as being graceful with yourself and understanding that it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
And that it does take time. I mean, you could be very beastly and just be like, whatever, I'm cool. I'm not built that way. I am very much like concerned with how people feel and how people have responded to something that I've done or something that I've said. So that feeling hasn't gone away, but I do think what I have gotten much better at and I'm proud of is that doesn't lead my feelings anymore. What leads is how something makes me feel. And in that transition of like how other people feel is now here and how I feel is now first. Here.
Yep.
And in that transition, it's been automatic where you're like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
That doesn't feel good.
I went to that party before. I didn't like the way that party made. Like I didn't have a good time. Why am I going back there?
Period. Or it's like, actually, no, I don't want you to come over.
Right. Or if there's something happening at work where you're not. And I've had conversations with friends, and they said they're a person that they're, I'm not trying to pinpoint it too much for them to be like, oh my God, you were talking about what I told you. But where a person that they love is in a situation where they're not happy at their job, right? And they say A, B, and C. But if you're not communicating that with your manager, and you're going to, like you said, you're going to continue to live in that. You can't complain about it every single day if you're not going to talk about it. And they're providing space for you to talk about it. They're asking you, you're on one-on-ones, you're in huddles, you're doing whatever. They're asking you, how's your day going? And you're pretending. So then you're pissed off because you're not sharing what's wrong with you. But then you're mad at them. Why are you mad at them?
Right.
They're going about their day like everything is fine because you're telling them everything is fine. So it's the same thing when it comes to any relationship, whether it's your mom, your boyfriend, whatever. If you're faking and not communicating what it is that's bothering you or whatever, and if you are communicating it and they're not accepting it and they're making you feel like shit, then guess what? You've communicated it. Oh, well.
You got to clean house.
I got to walk away.
You got to clean house. It's crazy because to me, the easiest place to say no is at work.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, for me too.
Because.
For me too.
At the end of the day, there will be another job.
Absolutely.
There will be another opportunity.
Absolutely.
I think that's obviously a bigger conversation because that comes down to a self-confidence, believing in yourself, believing in your skill set. But it's like, how many times are you at work and your supervisor is dumb as fuck? Just dumb as rocks.
Yep.
Everybody know it, but he your supervisor. And yeah, it's easy to be like, oh, this is what this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel whatever. It's not necessarily always received in the professional environment. There's bullshit. There's hierarchy. There's structure. There's a, what is it called when someone has been there for a long time? Seniority. But it's like, so you would rather be unauthentic in a space where you spend really most of your day engaging with people or in situations that aren't feeding you than use your voice in a very there's obviously a very professional way to present the fact that this and this and this and this. Obviously at work you need to make sure you're on your P's and Q's and that you can defend your case from your workload, from what you're bringing to the table. But it's like professionally, shit, it's so much easier to say no in a professional environment than to fucking say no to a friend of 20 years.
Right.
Or 15 years.
Right.
Or someone that has is easily offended or is always defensive or, much easier in a professional environment and professional relationships than personal and intimate ones where you do potentially at the beginning, if you're not necessarily Rumi and Diana are, where you do care about what this person thinks about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a bigger conversation you need to have with yourself. Like, what is it about you that you would rather be frustrated and rather be disappointed in your environment and rather talk about it than do anything about it?
Right.
Like, life is too short.
It's too short. You got to protect your energy. You got to make sure you're good. I at least try my hardest to be confident. I ran into this lady I don't even know. We ended up having like a 20-minute conversation in CVS. And this woman was just like, I just like and I had just came out of a workout class. She's like, oh my God, you just walked in here and your confidence is, and like you're light. And I was just like, girl, I look crazy, but thank you. And she was beautiful, but she was just like, oh my God, just tell me how you, I said, well, I just came out of a workout class. I don't know, but I just walked in my confidence, right? And I've told people before in the past, and they think, they laugh about it or whatever. But I think if you move like this, it'll translate. To me, my presence is a present. Some people take that the wrong way. Some people take that the wrong way.
That's the bow.
Right? But it took time. Just like somebody else's presence is my present. Because you're sharing time with me. I'm sharing time with you. If I made time to come where you invited me to come to, my presence is a present, but so is yours to me. So when I say that, people are always caught off guard. And then when I clean it up and I go, well, your presence is a present to me too. And then they're like, oh, that's so nice. I was like, yeah, but you was just judging me like 2 seconds ago when I said, hello.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
But that's a good meter, though. That's a good meter. Come in. Someone's trying to get into the podcast.
Lord have mercy. Nonetheless, before we wrap or as we wrap, it's funny because this episode is about the power of saying no and unapologetically embracing yourself and being yourself, right? But you just said something, and I think they have to work together. It's also an ability to like be okay with not always having to be so humble. You know, in Dubai, for whatever reason, I came back and I was like, yeah, fuck that humble shit. Like, what is this mindset that for you to want to work hard to make money so you can live, or like, what is this? And for me, and this is just Dubai, for instance, and what I came back, it's like, why is it that it's looked upon so negatively to be like, I just need to make money. I just want to make money. I just want to make money.
But you could be humble and be like that 100%. Too, though. Yeah.
But it's like, but why is it that it's like we're made to feel like they can't coexist? It's like God also didn't call us to fucking be broke and miserable.
Right.
And then it's like, I feel like what happened for me is I go across the world and it's so normalized to live and to live well. And some of these people, yes, inherit this, but a lot of them work, even in their inheritance, in their wealth.
It's not killing their work ethic.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like your friend that I met, and I was just like, oh my God, that's I forgot her name at this moment, but she's an actress.
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff.
Yes.
Right. So humble, so nice, such a sweetheart. But it doesn't kill what she's doing. She's doing a million things. She's all over the place.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Just came out with a song.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like.
Or even the freaking Kardashians. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But these people are making money like Kim Kardashian. She just got $5 billion right now.
But period.
$5 billion. She
works.
But she's working.
She works.
Everybody over here talking about she didn't pass the bar.
Can't take that away from her.
Right? And she wants to pass the bar. She wants to continue to educate herself to pass the bar.
But she went to law school.
But she went to law school.
Building an empire.
Her empire. And just the skims is $5 billion. We're not even talking about whatever else she's doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and they seem to be humble. You've met them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think those could coexist. Now, it is people that sometimes they, like some of these new.
But by the way, also, like, let's talk about power of saying no. Kim Kardashian has had a very, very, without being public, Larsa Pippen and her were very great friends. Some shit went down and it's like, you got to get cut off. You can't be on the train. You know what I'm saying? I think it
was with Courtney. With the
whatever.
sister. That's her sister.
The sister,
so
the loyalty, the circle, the whatever.
Yeah.
It's that ability to say no. That ability to get whoever needs to get out. You gotta go.
Yep.
That's part of the boundary setting. You gotta go. This is not what we're doing.
Yep.
And it's excuse me, I think referring to them, it's that self-confidence, that knowing that I'm a hustle. Like Kim went to law school, people laughed at her. Went to law school. She made it public that she had to take the bar, whether she made it public or it was made public. She came out and said she didn't pass the bar. She said it was hard. She's going to do it again. By the way, passing the bar is California is actually one of the hardest states to pass.
Not
the
only
bar.
that, she was doing All's Fair.
This is what I'm saying.
A show.
She's
which
filming
everybody
a show,
was ranking
running
on.
an empire, doing all these things.
And it debuted at number 1.
Debuted.
I watched it. The fashion is
Broke
out of control.
all kind of numbers. I haven't watched it.
You're gonna like it, even though Kim needs a little bit more,
She needs to be refined,
a little bit more
100%.
seasoning. But the outfits are crazy.
Outfits. I heard the outfits are crazy.
The plot is the who.
All the
I mean, Mr.
professional.
Murphy though. Mr. Murphy has good shows.
By the way, all the professional reviews are awful.
Right.
New York Times, Washington Post.
But who's laughing now?
Awful. But the viewers.
It's the best rated situation
period.
happening right now.
The cast is impeccable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, Tiana Taylor, Kim Kardashian, Niecy Nash, those 3 women on their own right now from a social media perspective cannot lose.
Ms. Polson, which had a very, what you call it, situation with Kim, like one-on-one, her telling her that she needs to make sure that she's a little human sometimes. I think that you have been so much in front of the reality camera that every time someone asks you how you're doing, you're saying you're fine, but are you really fine? And Kim was like, I really appreciate that.
Period.
I really appreciate that because she sees me.
Also, can you imagine always having people around you opposite that say yes?
Right. All the time.
That say yes.
All
That
the
say
time.
yes. That say yes. And that's why a lot of times women in Hollywood are seen as bitches. Because this whole conversation. So imagine you setting your boundaries, you learning to say no, embracing yourself unapologetically. You're not even a celebrity. You don't even have a team of people around you.
Right.
So imagine having a team, imagine having media, and now all of a sudden, once again, she's seen as a bitch. Where it's like, what is it with women having to be bucketed into being aggressive or assertive or seen as bitches or seen as like, oh, she has such an attitude because we decide to set the boundaries and say no.
Right.
But men do it all the time. Tom Cruise does it all the time. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, he out here wilding out. Can't miss a deal to get signed. But they could say no.
Yeah. Get that money.
Period.
For real.
So all that said, I came back from Dubai a new person. I was like, wait a minute, fuck this humble shit. I'm about to make some money.
And first of all, I was talking to Claudette. Shout out Claudette. I was talking to
Period.
Claudette, and to tell you the truth, there's some influencers that are getting paid hand over foot, and they don't even have a real personality in person.
Oh, so many of them. Not some. So many of them. So many of them. But guess what? It works.
They got it, but they're doing it.
It works.
They're doing it. So
all you need
I got
to
figure this
all
out.
you need to present yourself is behind the phone.
I got to figure
That's
this
what
out.
brands
I already
don't
got a
care.
light. I already got a stand. I'm just going to start cooking and doing
brands,
stuff.
Brands don't care what you're like in person. They care what you're like on camera.
Yep.
They don't care. You suck as a person.
Yep.
So, nonetheless, the power of saying no. We could talk about saying no all day. Say no, bitch.
Protect your peace.
Period. Say
and your
no.
energy. Say no.
Say no. Don't say no to watching this podcast. So say yes.
And share us.
Share the
Jeez.
podcast. If you
Get us to 1,000.
We could get 1,000.
Right? Give us a gift for Christmas. Get us to 1,000.
Oh, that would be so cute. A share, a like.
I think we got to give something away. Like give a gift card out or something.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
We should put up our Cash App, though. They should give us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Say no. Say no to that.
She
but
wants
say
your
yes.
money. She just got back
But
from
say
Dubai.
yes. I know I do. I'm just broke. A problem. But say yes to the podcast. We have such a good time filming this show, and we know you guys love it. But say no in life and say yes to Cositas for sure.
Okay.
Okay? We out.
Those sets.
Deuces.
bensound.com.
Gracias for listening to Cositas Mami Never Told Me. We hope you loved this episode. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and share Cositas Mami Never Told Me on all your social channels. Todas las redes sociales. And don't forget, if you want in on the real tea and see all of our reactions to the craziness, watch this episode on YouTube. ¡Qué bochinche!